Okay, well, we're here. We've got some special visitors today. My dad and my nephews. This is Max.
Hi.
This is Weston.
Hi.
Weston loves Dryland Dudes.
He was using this trailer when we was watching.
I watched it yesterday. So we're going to go way back down there again?
We're gonna take this and we're gonna go all the way down to Graceland, the farm he calls Graceland. Okay? You tell them what we just did? What did Dee do?
He turned the water on.
He turned the water off, yeah. So what's this full of?
Water.
Water. What's Emery gonna do with it?
Spray the weeds.
Yeah, okay. Weston's on it.
Sprayed it to Emery with that trailer over there, and he's gonna fill up the sprayer.
On Dryland Dudes, so he made the cut. Alright, I got two of my nephews here, Weston and Max. They're visiting us for the next couple days. And we got all the cousins from my wife's side of the family here, all boys. There's no girls on that side. And they want to drive on the tractor, so we're doing some spraying. And they're getting to ride here and check it all out. What do you guys think? Got anything to say?
No.
What have you guys been up to this summer?
Nothing. Swimming.
Lots of swimming?
Yeah.
Mini Jeep driving? Yeah.
Rabbit!
Oh yeah, there's some rabbits out
What?
here.
No, that's not. The rabbit?
That's a jackrabbit. He's just got his ears down. You know why he's got his ears down?
Why?
Because when he gets them up, there are hawks. Sometimes there's hawks flying around. And he's trying to hide because those hawks will come down and grab him. I've seen it out here. It's crazy. All right, so I'm spraying on the cotton ground after finishing spraying all the wheat ground. So that's all dying really well. I put that residual out there that it's generic Valor. It's a flumioxazin, I think is maybe how you say it. So there's a tank cleaner that you're supposed to use to neutralize that. And so I did all that. I was very thorough, rinsed it out with water, put that cleaner in, rinsed it out, let it set overnight, rinsed the rest of it out, did it again with water, cleaned all my strainers and the nozzles, dropped my filters multiple times, maybe 4 or 5 times, and then I went and sprayed a 100-acre field of Old Glory and then the rest of it on another field, and that was Friday. Today is Monday. Went to go look at it this morning, didn't have my camera to show you, and I burned it. I don't think I killed it. Samuel thinks it's just cosmetic. I hope so. It's just not what you want to see when you come up to a field that was beautiful and green to have some brown in it. I'll go show you some more. I've got to go to Old Glory next after lunch to see. I'm a little bit nervous, but man, I was thorough on cleaning it. I don't know what could have happened. It was just it was hiding somewhere. I don't know, but every tank should get better. That was Friday to Monday. Samuel said the cotton won't look any worse than it does now. So that's a good sign. It's not, there's some fully green leaves and there's some that are spotted and there's some that look worse than others. So if it won't look worse than that, it'll get better. I'm good with that. But I'm afraid that maybe this is my second tank, no, my third tank, that each tanks may have just a little bit of trace, but it should be less and less each time. I don't know what else to do. I got to spray, but I hope that I'm not tinging all this cotton. But I don't know. That may keep me from wanting to use that chemical again. We'll see. help me with some of those shots there. They're gonna go back, pick the other cousins up from chess camp, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming riding with me, guys. We'll see you at the house. I'm back at the barn. It's not the most convenient or most logistically sound method of spraying that I'm doing, but I went to go do the worst farm that I had. My dad's out of pocket today. He had a little bit of a procedure done. All went well. And so he wasn't able to help me. We've got obviously family in town. So Emily was able to help me today. Work is going to get crazy for her the rest of the week. So I said, well, let's go get that farm Graceland sprayed. Even though I sprayed the perimeter of our farm, and my parents' house needs to be sprayed. Our farm doesn't really, I don't think it needs to, but I can spray around my parents' house by myself without help because it's close, so I'll put the trailer there. And then I've got a little bit of spraying here to do. So anyways, went over there. I got about a half a tank left. That'll get me sprayed at JB's. It's about 50 acres. That should cover that. And then, so I'll finish that tomorrow. The wind, it's a little bit higher than I would have liked today, but I'm not worried about drift because it's just Roundup and there's no sensitive crops anywhere. And it's getting a little, and the temperature's getting up. Try to stay below 90 or maybe 95 at the high end. So I'll get all this done this week in the mornings. We're in a hot, dry period right now, which is fine because we should have really good moisture. We've had some cotton that's stunted because it's been underwater or in water for a while. So we should be okay. Obviously we'll need rain again, but if I can get all these weeds sprayed while they're still growing and not drought stressed, which, man, that could happen really quickly, I guess, but not yet. So I'll get all the cotton sprayed, and then I'll need to think about what I want to do at the new farms I picked up. Since that's been burned down, some of that's probably starting to green back out. I'll get that going afterwards. So I got some more chemical, a new tow to Roundup delivered. I'm not gonna put on the trailer yet, but I'm gonna move the trailer back there. And so tomorrow I'll spray that tank out, and then I'll fill out as much as I can out of this tote that's on the trailer. It may almost fill it or like not quite. It looks like there's a little over 20 gallons, and I need about 27 gallons or so. But then I'll get that moved over and moved back over here. Anyways, it just made sense to do that. So I'm gonna unhook the trailer, and then I'm gonna go to Old Glory. I'll show you JB's where some of that cotton got burned. And I'm gonna go to Old Glory where I haven't seen yet and hope that it's not any worse. Try not to get wet. All right, here at JB's. So, doesn't this cotton look pretty? Got a great green color. I'll show you what I did. I believe it's starting right here, this row. So, looks better actually down here than what it did at the end. So this is better than I don't know, you got some of that, like, is that leaf doner? Maybe, I don't know. These newer leaves look okay. Samuel said they got more of a waxy buildup, so they're a little bit more protected. So this doesn't look as bad as some of the other stuff that I saw down the other end, so maybe it got a little bit of a higher rate. So I hope that's right. That doesn't this makes me feel a little bit better about it. You know, that I don't like. That leaf is dead. So, not ideal. But he said this is his worst. This is the way it looks today. It's not going to get any worse than this. Like, it's not going to continue to be like, oh, that's just not dead yet. It's going to continue working on it. I hope that's right. And I hope it's mostly just cosmetic. You know, this field I only sprayed. I went down, across, and up, and I ran out of chemical. I sprayed most of it at Old Glory, and that's where we're headed next. And then this morning was my next bit of spraying after this tank. So in theory, the tanks that I sprayed, the 2 tanks I've sprayed today, or the 1 and a partial, should have none or even less residual left in that's in there. I don't know, man. If that residual is really good, I'll consider using it. Maybe it's not as good to use. If that residual is really good, maybe I'll continue thinking about using it, or maybe I just need to stick to using it possibly in the spring, which is when most people do use it, when there is nothing that can, not really spraying anything else over a crop at that point. Maybe that's why people, I don't know. Samuel also said that something seems to have changed in this formulation of that chemical. He said guys have sprayed this stuff for a decade and they've never even knew there was a dedicated tank cleaner for this chemical. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here with what Old Glory looks like, and then what the stuff I sprayed today does. All right, you're getting first look with me. This is where I started spraying. I came in the field and sprayed down here first. That almost looks better. No, this is not what I sprayed first. I went down there because I sprayed out like 20 gallons into the wheat ground to clear out put the Roundup through the boom, and then I made the pass. So this would have been down, across, back down, and through here. But that looks better than, that looks better. And I mean, in some ways. Then now that looks worse. Like, and then up here I see more crinkled leaves. Like, that got hit pretty hard. Why? Did this get a double? Maybe this was the end of my boom. I don't know. I don't think it's that far. I don't think I overlapped this much. Dang. I don't like this, guys. I mean, that's a good sign. There's still green in here, but I don't know. What's that going to do to yield? You tell me. Well, it all still is mostly green. Just that tinge of brown in there just sure it dulls it across the field, because this was, oh, this cotton looked pretty good. It was thin in some spots. It still is. It's got some grasshopper damage. Worse where it's thin too, but it's still green. The new leaves are green, so we get some new growth to come out. That'll help. Those bottom leaves shouldn't, I don't know, I don't think those are fruiting position spots, so I don't know. But man, I sure don't like that. And I don't know, I just don't know. Only thing I can think of what I could have done different is, and Samuel told me, he said, spray out a load of just Roundup afterwards on some fallow ground. Well, the problem was I sprayed all my fallow ground with that chemical, so I didn't have anywhere else to spray. So I would have needed to basically not spray something with that chemical. Well, I really wanted it all to be sprayed because I had volunteer cotton in there, and I didn't get any. I don't have any residuals out there, so that was the point. So what would I do different? Maybe not use it. I don't know. As long as it doesn't get worse than this, we'll be okay, I guess. Like I said, what's the unknown yield loss? Hard to quantify that. So I don't know. Lessons learned. I don't know what I'll do for moving on, but I can't control anything here. It is what it is. I'll just pray that it bounces back good, and still got the moisture to keep pumping out new leaves and fight through that little bit of injury. Hey, and maybe it stresses it enough where it really puts out some fruit. I guess that's a possibility too. I'll pray for that. So anyways, frustrating, but that's part of it. Well, I'm gonna go home, eat some lunch, hang out with the family, and do some projects maybe around the house in the afternoons now. Spray in the mornings, projects and other stuff in the afternoons while it's hot and can't really farm. So, and I'm bummed, but I'll be all right. Let's catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm it.